Hey, this is Glendon, and I'm here to discuss the Hustler Mindset Project with you. There's been a lot of questions, a lot of emails, and there are people that need to have greater understanding. So I'm going to help you out with that. Like, I've seen stuff that, Glendon's a picker, a fake pick. I haven't been a picker in over a decade. Okay, let's just be real clear about that. Picking is wonderful. It's fun. It's a great way to make money. But I tend to think a little larger than that. This is not to cast any aspersions on someone who wants to be a picker, but the time effort ratio did not work for me. May work for you, did not work for me. I am a business strategist. I'm an entrepreneur. I've built several businesses. That's what I do. That's the thing. That's what I do. I am not going to give you any videos about going to a thrift store or actually selling on eBay. Let's discuss eBay. I developed a way to make money from eBay and not really be on eBay because eBay is extremely time consuming. eBay has many pitfalls and barriers. And then also, it's what I call being seduced on the titty dependency because there are people who are doing great on eBay, but if they had to build their own website, build their own traffic, they would fail miserably because of the matrix of eBay. But the problem is with that business model at any time, any day, eBay can cut you off. Same thing with Amazon. And what are you going to do? I fully submit that you need to do the hard work of building your own business, building your own website, building your own traffic. I am following my own advice. My new products, The Journey to Storage Loss and Success, Pimping Craigslist for Fun and Profit, the Chrome edition, and the newest book that came out Friday, The Hustler Mindset, Pimping Your Mind for Success. None of those books are on Amazon or any other site. You can only get them from me. And the reason is very simple. I've built a following. I've built a tribe in trying to, everyone's like, hey, well, you can get exposure. I'm going to give you my line on exposure. Exposure without context and engagement is bullshit. And I'll prove it to you really quickly. Next time you go to the mall, note all of the people that you see. You're seeing anywhere from a few hundreds to maybe 1,000. Okay? Then also they see you. Now when you get home, think about how many of those folks that you were exposed to that remember you. It won't be many. Few people will stand out, but that's about it. That's the same thing that happens online. Just because you're online, just because you're on eBay, without certain things being done, or if you have like a really hot product or you have a commodity, sure, they'll find you. But that's not a good business model to be in unless you can get incredible volume. It's not a business model for small players. So essentially, what we're doing in the Hustler Mindset Project is building entrepreneurs. And I am shifting. And just for all the founders who are watching YouTube, you're in. I will stick to my word as long as you stay subscribed at $25 a month. You're in for whatever I do. You get the full benefit. There's only one thing that you don't get, and you already know that. So, with that, it's 3 tiers. Just to keep it simple, and just to tell you what the hustler mindset is not. I am not going to give you some strange eBay tactics. I am not going to give you some shady magic bean secrets. What I'm going to give you is what's worked for me in several different businesses. You have to have a strategy. I don't care what you're doing, you have to have a strategy. And also, the new goal is the 6-figure income. I've thought about it. I've had some wonderful consults this week, and I'm dealing more and more with people who are ready to rock and roll it, who are ready to take their business to the next level. They have the intellect, the desire, the will, and the capital. And it's a different ballgame. So the new mission of the Hustler Mindset Project is to get as many people as possible to a 6-figure income. It's going to be different for everyone. Everyone has different talents, different abilities, different resources. Essentially, it's about trailblazing. Going to the bush with a machete and blazing your own trail using as much information from people that kind of walk to the path to a certain point. Because I'm going to tell you, the best thing, and it's hard and it's difficult, but once you blaze your own trail, once you get those first set of weeds down, you start making money because you have less competition. If it's something that's readily available to any and everybody, you're not going to make as much money. You're just not. It's just not. It's easier, but that prevents you from doing the hard work of building your own business. So with the hustler mindset, to keep it really straight, easy, and breezy, currently it's $60 a month to sign up. That will change on the 20th, just letting you know. Hustler Mindset Book Club, HMS 300, that's $24.95. That's going to stay the same. You get one audio book, and we'll start the book discussions on business books and other things. All of that's inclusive in the Hustler Mindset. Now, here's a few new wrinkles. I'm going to do the Hustler Mindset Mental Pimping. $2,000 for the year, but you get one monthly consult for an hour and one monthly half-hour consult, because I'm learning that I've got some people in that program and it's just like fine-tuning their business. And you have to have a business and you have to be making money for this to even work for you. If you're just like kind of sitting at home and you're just kind of like have no plan, but you want to do something, this isn't for you. And then on the 20th, the monthly is going to go up to $99.99. And that will include a 1-hour consult every 2 months. I want people to be successful. I want people to really rock this thing out. And I understand I have to get to people who are willing to invest in themselves. Because if you think you're going to buy a book or anything for, $10, $15, $20, and it's going to give you all the tools that you need to make six-figure income, I'm going to say good luck with that. I have never come across anything like that. Everything that's worked for me that has really rocked it out, except I would say The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph E. Murphy. Get the book. It's a great book. And even then, I think it was $20. But essentially, you're going to have to invest in yourself, invest in your business. And that's where I'm really going to work on, because that's it. That's for the next foreseeable future. That's going to be the 3 tiers. Mental Pimping, $2,000 for the year, includes everything. $99.99 monthly pimping, so to speak, and you'll get a 1-hour consult every 2 months. Essentially, I'm raising the standards for people to meet them. Now, the folks who sign up from the beginning, you get, only thing you're not getting is the one-on-ones. That's it. So everyone else that's coming in after, I said it, because this was a loosely defined vision when I first started the Hustler Mindset Project. Now it's really firm, and there's some bone, there's some teeth, there's some hair on it. It's starting to grow up, because I'm seeing power in this concept. I'm seeing the ability for people to be able to network, because I'm not going to refer you to someone when you don't have a business. But if you've got a business here and you're like close to this guy, and like I said, look, you two would cross-pollinate very well. I can, it's about building businesses and building a network and sharing resources. But people need to be working on building something. Another thing, there are some people that are no longer in the Hustler Mindset Project because I kicked them out. They definitely did not have the Hustler Mindset. I kicked them out, and I refunded their money, because if you're not getting anything from it, there's no point for you to be there. None whatsoever. So that's the deal. That's what's going on. There's only 3 tiers, and you can get, like I said, I'm going to leave it at $59.95 until the 20th. After that, all this new stuff comes into effect. And with that, the Hustler University, that's going to be part of Resellology. That's going to be another segment of the Hustler Mindset Project, because there's a lot of people that want to be in the resale business, but they're going at it a little janky. Just to clear up that, we're going to talk about how to do an LLC, how to incorporate your business, what group of people you need on your team, because there's some people's like, hey, I need to get an attorney, I need to get an accountant. I'm like, I don't know why you need an attorney unless you're to the point of estate planning, which means you have a business or something. I mean, unless you're really signing contracts, unless you have a traditional corporation, which is an incorporation, and you're selling shares and you're going to sell this to friends. I see getting an attorney at that point, but just to have an attorney, to say you have an attorney, why? I have friends who are attorneys, and I had, when I was doing the entertainment thing with the production companies, I had an attorney for that. But just to have an attorney, it just sounds good. But why are you going to have one when you don't need one? It makes no sense. An accountant, a bookkeeper, and a few business people locally that you can sit down and talk to on the regular will get you very, very far, extremely far. Another thing, there are a lot of people that want a forum and a chat board. I have kind of gone back and forth on this, There is purpose in the forum and a chat board, but overwhelmingly, I've seen a lot of bullshit on those mechanisms. And it's just like, instead of being on the chat board talking about, you're pissed off or all this stuff, because this goes way back to the power seller board on eBay. Same thing. People going on there. There's really a lot of time. There's really no real juicy stuff shared. It comes every now and then, but like consistently, it's not really there. And I don't see the purpose of doing that. I may change my mind and may kind of create, because I want to create smaller groups of like-minded people where you can get together and discuss your business. To me, that's of more value than just a forum so you can talk and say hi, and that's not going to put money in your pocket. I've noticed that there are some people that when they pull back from forums and they really work on their business, they start making more money. Duh. I wonder why. You will make the kind of money you want to make when you focus on making the money you want to make. And that's going to take building some kind of businesses. There are people in the hustler mindset who are going to build online businesses. There are going to be people who are going to build physical businesses. There's a lot of opportunity out there. And the plan is to give you a methodology to figure out what's good for you. I have no cookie cutter solutions for anyone, because I get these emails all the time. It's like, hey, I'm having a garage sale. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. You got any advice? And then I have like 6 or 7 more questions to ask them, which at that point, it goes into a consult, because everyone's different. Like I said, I had another wonderful consult with someone who's ready to do something. And the information that I gave this person is totally different than I gave to the person a few hours before, because they have different backgrounds, different resources, different goals, there's so many things. So the advice is not going to be the same for everybody. And that's why I like doing what I do now, because I can custom tailor it for the right person, for their particular situation, where it can be more powerful. Just this whole cookie cutter, and I'm telling you, I was in the storage auction business, and because I did something different, I was more successful than most of the storage auction folks here in Atlanta. Consistently. You cannot do what everyone else is doing and expect to have radical results in business. It's just not going to happen. There's a few tenements that are going to be the same. But for your secret sauce, you're going to need to do something a little different, a little better, a little faster, or something to differentiate yourself from your competition. Because if you're the same as your competition, you're a commodity. You and your competition, you have created a pool of commodity, and people are going to shop both of you on price. And that's an ugly place to be. Ugly, ugly place to be. I played that game. It does not taste good. So that's what the Hustler Mindset Project is, and that's what it's not. It's about people who want to build their mental capacities, because once you expand your mind, you will expand your outer world. As long as you have these same little circular thoughts, because I've actually seen some people go backwards. You should be growing. You should be building your business. You should be thinking forward and bigger, because this is my thing. Manage your money, or your money's going to manage you, but also put in some serious financial controls in your personal spending habits, and then make a lot of money. Because if you just come up with a great idea and make a lot of money, but you have no financial controls anywhere, you could end up broke when you've had money pass through your hands that is generationally life-changing. That's sick. And it happens frequently because people think more money will solve their problems. The problem is not a lack of money, the problem is a lack of direction. That's the problem, a lack of direction, a lack of goals. We're going to talk about all of that stuff. There's some other sexy stuff that I'm going to do with the Hustler Mindset as we go forward because Hustler University is going to be off the chain. Now, for the folks who don't want to be part of the Hustler Mindset, they're going to be spin-offs. But I'm telling you, in my mind, as I see it now, once Hustler University is done, that's going to be $1,000 program. See, the people who signed up for $25, they haven't even paid half. No, they haven't even paid half. Let's see, 6 months, $25. It's not even $200. They're going to get that program. The audiobooks that have been done, they're already worth almost $300. What they would not pay for a year, they're getting that. So the value is there if you are mentally ready for it. Because one of the things I've understand and started to pull back from is there are people that haven't really done the work on themselves to be introspective enough to figure out what they need in their business career. Because I'm starting to attract, business people. And it's because I'm cleaning up the message and I'm focusing on that. I'm attracting a lot of business people. I'm attracting folks who are savvy. I'm attracting folks who have a lot of potential because they understand you can only go so far doing the things that you're doing. You have to do some things differently. So that's the whole thing. So the new mission is, help as many people as I can work their asses off to get to a 6-figure income. And some of the stuff that you see in terms of resale, it's not going to get you there. Because the volume that you would need is going to be really crazy if you do it the traditional way, which is go out and put stuff on Amazon. And I'm not saying, we're not going to put stuff on Amazon or, put stuff on eBay. What I'm telling you is to create your own profit matrix. There's a lot of people that are in business and they have no idea what their numbers are needed to realize a certain financial goal. They just get up and they work their business, they work it well, they have customers, they make money, and it's just going. It's just going. There is no end point. There's no goal. There's no contrived design. It's just like, hey, they're saying what I hate, and take this phrase out of your vocabulary. I want to make as much money as I possibly can. That is bullshit. That is going to keep you so far from your true potential, it's not funny. You have to have specific goals to reach your benchmarks, or you're not going to get there. You may make some money. You may have a month where you make $20,000. Then you're wondering for the next 3 years, how did I do that, and how can I do it again? I'm telling you. Let's talk about marketing really quickly. There are people that are on the assumption that everything is word of mouth. The best stuff is word of mouth. You've heard of Apple. They spend $1 billion marketing. You've heard of Coca-Cola. Billions marketing. You've heard of GM, billions marketing. Every major brand spends a tremendous amount of money marketing, and people already know who they are, and they're spending that money. So if no one knows you and you're under that guise of, I'm just going to get that word of mouth, which does work and it's wonderful, but it's only going to go so far. It is only going to go so far because I've studied a lot of business, and there has to be some event. It can be a blogger. There's got to be someone that raises the flare. And then word of mouth could, after some influential person puts it out there, then then it spreads out, and then word of mouth with their people. But there has to be something that just goes boom. Because I know a lot of people that have great products. I know a lot of writers that have great books. And they put them out there and they review, but they're not making any money. Because there's something else you have to do. And a lot of people don't want to do that because, in my personal opinion, they're afraid of success. Because success is going to make a lot of changes in your life that you're not willing to make, and that's why you're stuck where you are. But that's the deal. More workshops. There's going to be a lot more stuff that's really popping. And all of this is going to work in concert with the reality show because I'm going to go out and find real people doing real things. That's one of the reasons that I've changed the focus of the Hustler Mindset Project, because who wants to see me go talk to someone that has $400 worth of stuff at their garage sale? That's not exciting. But if someone's having an estate sale and there's maybe 40, 50, $60,000 worth of real nice stuff in there, now that's exciting. And that's the focus, just really, really elevate my game so I can help you elevate your game. All right, so that should clear up the whole thing, because there are people like, if it's like this program, if it's like that program, and I can tell you it's not like any other program before, because it's based on my life. It's based on my experiences. So no one else has gone through all of these experiences in the manner that I have and come out on this same conclusion. So it's not like anything else out there. There's some radical stuff. I will tell you the hustler mindset, pimping your brain for success, pimping your mind. It's controversial stuff in there. There's some real stuff in there that people, some people will be like, Glendon, I'm not with you no more. I mean, seriously, it's some crazy stuff that's coming out, and it's still gonna be more stuff, because to be successful, you have to be bold. You can't be a coward, and you can't be wimpy. So that's the deal. Hopefully that cleared up all the questions of where we're going, what we're trying to do. And if you missed $25, it's gone forever. It's never coming back. Ever. All right, this is Glendon, and I'll see you on the good side.